Hello, this is a replay commentary. Today I'll be playing Tidehunter on the Dire team. As we see the picks come out, I random Tidehunter, and soon after we've got a random by a teammate of Wind Ranger. I'll actually speed this up so we can see some of the picks come out. So immediately the first choice on the Radiant is going to be a Kunkka, and I'm hoping that he goes mid so I can have a classic Tidehunter Kunkka battle. We'll see how things shape up when we actually go to the laning phase. Just waiting for a couple more hero selections. Alright, so now we're actually in the game, and like in any traditional pub, we don't actually have the full roster of players just yet. I've bought my items expecting Kunkka to come to the lane, and of course we get a Pudge Picker who almost certainly tells his teammate that, forget it you guys, I'm going mid. I'll feed if you do not let me go mid. Couple more picks. Doom, of course, announces that he's going to go AFK and farm the jungle for a while. Let's see what items he's picked out. So no armor, just the Stout Shield Quelling Blade. Pudge is, of course, not going to get a creep block, which will be relevant in just a couple of moments. Let's see, Wind Ranger has gone to the off lane. Apparently rushing a bottle. Maybe she was expecting that I wouldn't go mid. PA also doesn't have enough regen, is expecting not to be harassed in lane. And finally we get the Sing Sing pick of Mirana, and I quickly tell her that she should go to the top lane. I don't know if I'm better or worse off than Pudge. He's got the new Pudge hook here.
The battle begins!
And of course we're going to pause for the last person. We'll see if they find a way to counterpick our heroes. Let's see, we've got a courier for both teams. That's a good start. Pudge is checking top, but unfortunately the rune is bottom, and Windrunner's going to pick that up. Alright, so Pudge isn't blocking. I get a terrible block. I think the pause may have affected that in some way. I pick up a Stout Shield again, thinking I'm going to play against a Kunkka, and of course the Poor Man's Shield is going to prevent some of the cleave damage that he gets from his Tidebringer skill. I level up Anchor Smash first. This is probably not the best skill build if you wanted to be in a side lane, but I wanted a little bit of more lane control against Pudge, or I was thinking Kunkka when I actually skilled. Does a damage reduction, which is going to hurt Pudge in his last hits, and of course helps me push out the lanes to contest runes. The last hero that came in is going to be an Enigma, who comes to lane. Potentially, I was expecting him to be jungling, especially since he took about a minute to show up to lane for the first time.
Off with you!
Get the last hits up here. Alright, so Pudge is taking a lot of damage just from my splash. I don't think I've been hit very much by him. Of course, I still have to be on the lookout for a hook once he's salved up. Last hits, he's actually outlast hitting me here. I think I just played a game where I was some hard carry and I was used to just mowing down creeps, but not used to the 53 damage that I'm putting out here, and also just misusing my Anchor Smash from time to time. At some point I'll figure out how to last hit here. So my second and third points I go into Gush. I'd also probably wait to use the skill point, or the second skill point of Gush, until after leveling up Anchor Smash. I think I was angling for a kill since he was operating at around 240 HP. No activity just yet. We'll see how this guy's doing. Alright, Glove of Haste, so this is definitely going to be a Midas rush, and you can decide whether rush is the right term for what happens in this game. Pudge has got his bottle, again, slightly better last hits than me, and also I spent out more of my gold to start the game. He's also killed one more creep wave than I have, so I'll be catching up in just a moment, unless I miss last hits. Looks like there's going to be a lot of pressure on this top lane, and this is something I'm definitely mistook. Definitely paying attention to. This is not going to be a game where I just stay in the mid lane and hope for the best to work out for this top lane up here. Wind Ranger's got her bottle and a little bit of harassment from PA. Probably not putting enough harassment damage into the PA at this point, given that she's only used 2 tangos and is at full HP. Getting zoned out by the CM. Nice little person bot wards. I've got my bottle, but the courier actually went to the top lane, so I think I'm waiting for my boots before actually grabbing it. Of course, I missed that last hit, and I'm going to delay my boots for about 20 seconds for that reason. A lot of harassment going on in the top lane. Jakiro's out of regen at this point. Probably just Tidebringer harass. Pudge is of course going to hook me, but no follow-up for some reason. Switch to player's perspective at this point. So bottle's coming. Pudge is going to check the bottom rune, get a DD, pop his regen. Already at level 5. If I recall, I start to become more active on the map after I get Ravage. I think I'm just double checking that the rune was taken.
Is under attack.
Not sure if this is entirely necessary. And this next wave should give me level 6. I think one thing that I probably didn't do as well as I should this game is checking other players' items. Pudge is going ham, but I'm a strength hero with a salve. A little harassment. Splash. And I've got no mana. If I had a gush there, he'd be dead. If he hit that hook, I'd probably be dead as well. And now there's some communication with my teammate. I first asked Doom to come on Pudge, and then I announced that I didn't have any mana, I can't follow up, and we'll see how Doom responds to this. Going ham at level 5, and I believe he's 200 short of his
I'm
Midas.
not the slightest bit squeamish.
Blood. Have I got juice on my chains?
Alright, it's not the greatest start. The Doom, perhaps because of this occurrence, doesn't make his way out of the jungle for a good portion of the game after this. Grabbing a smoke and coming to lane. They should have run at this point for sure. Early Ravage, but it's going to be enough to secure the kill on the Kunkka.
Tidehunter.
I think if the Jakiro had waited on that first ice bath, we could have cleaned up the Enigma as well. One bad habit of all gankers is after you've been successful in a gank, grabbing the farm for your safe lane carry. So definitely guilty of that. Maybe an excuse is that they were Eidolons, and so they'd disappear if Mirana didn't come and starfall them. We'll see. Wasn't exactly paying attention to what Pudge was doing, but I saw him flicker on the map for a moment. That could have been either vision. I think he bought some smokes throughout the game, so that might have been a failed gank attempt. Check how Windrunner's doing here. Doing pretty decent, getting a lot of experience. Good use of Windrun. Excellent, potentially lucky shackle. keeps her alive or prevents anything from going bad. Looks like a Battle Fury rush on PA.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We'll see what I'm up to. I guess TP'd back to the top lane and failed in whatever gank attempt I had. No big deal. Again, a consistent theme of this game is going to be just
Time
not
is
staying
running
in
out for Dire's middle
the mid
tower.
lane for much of the game after I hit level 6. Looks like Pudge saw me potentially, and I wanted to avoid
Dire's
getting a
middle
hook.
tower is under attack.
Don't actually see wards on the map, so maybe that was just... Okay, maybe it's this ward that caught me out. And he's looking for a hook again. At this point, I think I'm telling Doom, you've got to be level 6 by now. Come gank. He says, I'm low on HP, I can't do anything. And that's basically how the next 10 minutes of Jungle Doom goes for our team. Getting a TP scroll. Again, the top lane looks like they're pressuring our safe lane. I'm going to smoke, and I think I was seen by this ward. Luckily, I think the attention was on the Kunkka disconnecting. And let's speed this up here. I think that, yeah, I really think that this made them not realize that I had just smoked up. On the other hand, they're backing up quite a bit, not just the Kunkka. Who is unpausing here? That CM's given up on her teammate. Speeding through at 4 times speed. Doom is, of course, no mana, no HP. Oh, he's got mana. Alright, Kunkka's reconnected. Let's see, are they waiting for the creep wave? Yeah, I can't actually tell if they're playing conservatively because they saw that I was smoked. Looks like the timing's nice. Pudge actually wants to come top, and I come in before Pudge is able to get here. Teammates are a little bit slow, but dodge the boat. Enigma's getting away, so I burn their Ravage.
Dire's bottom tower
Kill
is
one.
under attack.
Pudge wants to play. Ice Path catches 2. I've got double damage.
Oh, cover your eyes. Dire's bottom tower is taking a drubbing.
It's a nice Mirana ult. I don't know what Pudge's mana situation's right now. Yeah, it's possible if he didn't see us, he could have done some serious damage to that Mirana. Possibly me. Doom comes in to minus a creep and then goes back to
Dire's
farming.
bottom tower is under attack.
Typical
Radiant's top
contribution.
tower is under attack.
I start walking to Fountain, I see a Haste Rune, and
Dire's bottom
that's
tower
more
is
appealing.
under attack.
So who's off the map? Pudge is off the map. Is going top lane. Kunkka's trying to decide what to do. And there's
Oh,
pressure
cover
on our
your
bottom
eyes.
tower.
Dire's bottom tower is taking a drubbing.
Looks like a couple of my teammates are potentially AFK.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Pop the Haste Rune.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Arcane Boots, I see Wind Ranger there. Give her some mana. And here's failed gank attempt number 2.
The Dire's poor top tower.
Of course, we've got the
Can its
Radiant Ward right there,
structures
keeping their carry
are
safe.
fortified.
However, me coming bottom has generated a lot of attention as we see 3 heroes off the top of the map. And at this point, we decide we're going to push the lane, maybe get a trade for our T1 up top.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ravage on cooldown for another 20
Radiant's middle
seconds.
tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Don't think we knew CM was in the forest right here.
The direst elements
We
are
see a couple of
pelting Radiant's
TPs.
bottom tower.
Everyone back off. And at this point we say over voice chat, Mirana ult will go in, see if they expect that we've completely left. Let's see if they get the confidence to come out of their tower. At this point, I think Windranger went in, and actually Doom makes his first teamfight appearance. Gets a Doom off, but then is immediately blown up. I get Black Hold, but still get pretty decent Ravage.
Is under attack.
And at this point, it's just cleaning up Enigma. If you look, I'm actually casting Anchor Smash at this point. So we're sort of laughing at Enigma. There's some comment that Enigma should TP out.
Killing spree.
Teleport.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So that went pretty well.
Dire's middle
Of course, they were
tower is
missing
under
CM
attack.
for at least the initial engagement.
Dire's middle tower
Sort of
has
unfortunate.
fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And the prize for teamfight is
Radiant's
evening
bottom
up on
tower
towers.
has fallen. Oh, what a mess.
At this point, I've started to queue the Blink Dagger. It's the first purchase I'm looking for after getting Arcane's Bottle and Magic Wand. There's some laughter on voice chat there. That arrow definitely hit Pudge, and so of course the refs have to be called in. Doom is back to jungling after reasonably successful team fight. Nice aggressive wards from the Radiant side. And just a little bit of farming to get that Blink Dagger. Random hook from Pudge. And I guess it's enough to scare me off. So who's with me? Mirana. Not much to comment on right now. Good look at the item progression. PA's got getting close to her Battle Fury. Pudge is kind of an unusual skill build, I think. Yep, sorry. There's an engagement. We saw PA pushing the tower, and I told Doom he should come TP and Doom the PA. But nothing happens. We lose the tower for nothing. But Doom's farming. Double Midas action going with
The
Devour.
Dire just can't resist attacking Radiant's top tower.
And Vizrune.
Let's get
And a very sad death for Doom.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
object ribbon.
Midas on cooldown. Alright, we're still together. Windranger is having some fun in their secret shop area. I'm sort of talking about what we should be doing at this point. I feel pretty safe because of the Ravage, but at the same time, it's hard to see what sort of progress we can make. And of course, there's at least 4 heroes off the map for us at this point, so things are a bit scary. Yeah. Back off, guys.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I think I said
under
something
attack.
like, Pudge is in the trees right here. Whether it's true or not, it gets the message across better than I think we should back, guys. Random hook by Pudge? Okay. Arrow, if this hits, we're gonna kill him. It misses. A little bit of harassment. And we've got enough to take him down. Gush at level 4 is going to take off 5 of his armor as well as nuking him for a decent amount of damage. That was probably the
Radiant's middle
difference.
tower is under attack.
CM decides harassment goes both ways. And at this point I've got money for the Blink Dagger. And we'll see how our item progression advances. Panic, panic! 3 spells.
Dominating! Killing spree!
Hey Doom. Nice job, Doom. Well played, Doom. Alright, back at base. Buy a TP scroll. Buy a Blink Dagger. Buy a Blink Dagger. Buy a Blink Dagger. Alright, the actual story here is
under attack.
I'll often have items on my quick buy in case I'm about to die.
Fallen.
And at this point I decide, well, I could just simply buy a Blink Dagger right now. There are other bigger items that I'd prefer to have at, let's say, 20 minutes into the game rather than the Blink Dagger. It's absolutely the wrong call, and I shouldn't have done this, but
Oh, cover your eyes.
It's a pub
Dire's
game.
bottom tower is taking a drubbing.
not a ton is on the line. Check some items. PA's got the Claymore and should be getting close to the Battle Fury. Just checking if there's any loose items here. Nice aggressive ward. I believe this is Windrunner, although Jakiro is chipping in as well. We see Pudge throw a missed hook, and we think now's the time for a team fight, guys. We've got no ultimates, but we can initiate on Pudge. Torrent.
Radiant must summon the
Boat.
spirit to defend
Black
the
hole.
tower.
And right before I die, I'd buy that
Double
Blink
kill.
Dagger.
Radiant's top tower is under
So
attack.
no gold lost, and it's unclear whether that item would have actually helped in the fight.
Triple kill.
But anyways, my
Radiant's
greedy
top
build
tower
has
is under attack.
Delayed, at least for now. Doom sees 3 of our heroes dead, and 5 heroes in the enemy team at full health, so why not YOLO in with a Doom? And of course this doesn't pay off. Let's bring up the scores. Doom 1 and 4. I'm doing okay. Jakiro's been in every fight as well, and Mirana's been participating as well. Just not a lot going on with the Doom.
Fresh meat.
Oh, stormy.
Nice pick off by Pudge. He didn't move after the team fight, which is potentially some next level strategy. Blink Dagger, first use, pretty effective. Burn the Ravage. Wand Charge. And Gush again, lowers his armor. Blink and clean out.
Double kill.
So immediately after getting this Blink Dagger, 2 easy kills. Definitely the best item on Tidehunter. Again, I'm not sure how not getting it may have affected other team fights, but it definitely showed its use in that particular engagement. I don't want to compete with Farm for Doom. In theory, he's our late game option, although they've got some ways of shutting him down. The Enigma Black Hole, the Hook and Dismember, and very late game and Abyssal for PA. So it definitely feels to me like we're on the clock, although I don't know if this is true or not. Back to items. I've got a Refresher Orb queued up, so definitely standard Tidehunter build after a Blink Dagger. If you can disable people for 3 seconds, why not disable them for 6 seconds? Looks like I can purchase most of the Oblivion Staff right now. It's not an option I choose to take, and we'll see how that pans out later in the game. So I think I would notice on the minimap a couple guys grouping, Yeah, this ward would have catched him out. And as soon as I see them walking up, I get out of there. Pudge may have had... this isn't Pudge. It's possible that I could have just gotten blown up right there if they had different heroes on this side and different heroes hiding in the forest right here. We see Pudge and the team setting up. Mistook number 1. Ravage is down, so I don't have a solid way of initiating. We're sort of expecting us to go on them. And really, there are a couple of these engagements right here where it's sort of throw an arrow. If the arrow hits, we'll go in. If the Pudge gets one of us, they'll go in.
Radiant. Oh, look, they found the button. Radiant structures have been fortified.
It's just a lot of whiff spells. And at this point, I'm telling Mirana, use your ult. I don't think they have sentries. Use your ult. We'll go in, I'll Ravage. And she's just non-responsive, and so I say, let's spread out and farm, stay safe. Try to waste some of their time mid. Carry TPs if they come on us. But it's just at some point, we can't just wait for Pudge to hook us or Mirana to arrow someone. So they're still kind of grouped up. They don't know where we are. Our team is still grouped up near a T2. I don't necessarily think this is productive, but because we've got really great ward vision right here with the 3 wards, I know it's safe for me to be out here. Looks like there's an engagement, so I TP. Enigma's looking for that perfect black hole. I decide the most important thing for the team fight is to keep Enigma out of the fight.
Kill.
But we're actually losing the main fight up top. And so I try to come in and clean up just a little bit. I don't know whether these are the right choices, but that's what happened.
Back to port.
Dominating.
Gosh. No, it's not a great engagement for us. The good news is the PA died, so she's going to be slowed down a little bit after getting her Battle Fury. Doom died as well, so not great. And I basically didn't contribute as much as I should have in that fight. Yeah, it's potentially just too worried about that perfect black hole. My mana pool also didn't support the Ravage after I burned a couple blinks, a couple of gushes, and a couple of anchor smashes. So at this point, looking at my queued items, we see an Oblivion Staff, which would increase my intelligence. Potentially some regeneration would help. But still waiting. Better items out there, guys. More farming. At this point, Doom told me he just needed one more item, and then he'd be up for coming to a fight. Let's see. And he's got the MKB here. I guess anticipating PA late games evasion. Not a terrible choice.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe not the ideal first mid-game item. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, so I'm farming. Doom says he's done farming. Let's group up and fight. I thought we were gonna fight another minute or so. Failed hook, but our team's together, so even if the hook goes off, I think we would win that engagement.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're playing 5-man Dota, we're farming, as long as no fights happen, and PA is not
Dire's
farming.
middle tower is under
We're in
attack.
good shape.
Shadows, take us.
Mirana ult. Doom has decided Swindrunner up top. There are a couple times when Pudge picked off Doom up top, and so I'm sort of expecting this Wind Ranger to now die. I'm definitely too far, and so I try to figure out who's going to come to the creep wave. Is it someone I can blow up? I think I finally see CM, but I'm expecting some backup.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
There's PA. Very passive, probably the most passive couple minutes of the game after the very first laning stage. It's a nice combo by Kunkka. Thankfully it doesn't hit. I'm pretty sure I could have turned in him if he didn't have friends around. But I knew PA was farming, and there's a Crystal Maiden as well. A little bit of banter in between. At this point I'm selling my Poor Man's Shield, which does almost nothing given that I have a Kraken Shell, and I go for the first late game item of the game, the Sacred Relic. Could be a rapier, could be a Super Basher. And healing in base with almost full mana and such. Back to farming. Next team fights as soon as this comes off cooldown. Or sooner. What's Doom up to? Looks like BKB is next. Midas available. Midas a creep. Devour a creep. Midas a creep. Help. Help. Random arrow. Farm Eidolons. We see just very briefly Kunkka on the radar, and so we know to back off. At this point I'm telling Mirana, use your Moonlight Shadow, we'll go back in, just like we tried before. She doesn't like that idea, so we come back in. Random arrow finally hits, and so blow all your cooldowns on their carry.
Killing spree.
Meet the undertow.
Questionable decision, but it definitely pays off. We're able to prevent her from doing any damage in the fight. There's a Doom on Enigma.
Dominating.
I clean that up, and low HP, no mana.
Poor top
I get out of there.
tower. Can its end be drawing nigh?
Seeing the replay probably could have helped out with CM, but if Doom is decent at all, he'll be able to clean up
Dire's
CM,
top tower
so that works
is
out.
under attack.
And I move to my late game item, the Radiance. Again, dubious
Dire's
Radiance
poor
timing,
top
but
tower. Can
I
its
enjoy the
end be
combination of
drawing
fire
nigh?
and water that I'm going to put out in our next couple of fights. The next item queued up is going to be a heart. I guess I've given up on the double big ult lockdown, and now I'm just going to fight people. Switching up for a Manta style. Now I'm a right clicker. The other thing I'm envisioning is potentially some split push with the Radiance active and the illusions. At this point I think we're waiting for Ravage to cool down. Doom is of course farming the jungle as always. Let's check out team contributions so far. Doom is starting to contribute after a slow start. Of course, 5 deaths. He's been picked off by Doom a couple of times.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
These guys aren't having a lot of fun, I guess. Back to me. Farming. Farming. BKB up on Doom. Another good opportunity to fight. PA's got Battle Fury. Used her first BKB right as she was dying in that last fight. Alright, looks like we're about ready to go. Just based on the replay, I see that they're gathering up here. And so, this is the standard back off, Mirana ult, go in, kill people strat. And Wind Ranger doesn't get the message. Let's see if she's spotted.
Shadows take us.
Alright, so I guess she isn't spotted. No, she's spotted for sure. They should absolutely back right now if they don't have sentries. They don't. We set up on them basically perfectly. It's a 3-man Ravage, Doom on Enigma, focus fire on PA, and then just cleaning up the rest of them.
Dominating! Triple killing spree!
Who's left?
You weren't so damn dead, I'd shoot you again.
That's everyone. So, after winning a team fight, Doom does the very Doom thing and goes back to farming. The rest of us decide we should capitalize on it, grab a tower. At least he's pushing the lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
So we see a Kunkka.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A little more banter. Definitely thinking about going on this.
The direst elements are pelting Radiant's bottom tower.
And it turns out that his... Oh god. Is that cancelled? It must have been cancelled.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Anyways, nice little sequence. Kunkka makes me miss his torrent by using his X to take me back to where I was under tower.
Is under attack.
Fresh mate.
Nothing of importance was lost.
Debug the inferno.
Very nice.
Missing middle.
And of course, we need some sort of global spell to take down Pudge. Boots of Travel would have been nice. Anyways, Ravage is going to be available pretty soon. I think at this point we're just going to fight until the game ends. Of course, place blame on teammates at this point. PA so shit. Her farm is definitely slow, given that she had CM in lane, didn't show up to any fights until late. But they also didn't have support stacking. She didn't get a Helm of Dominator to do her own stacking. I don't know. I only really came to gank bottom once. So, again, she really should have been fairly uncontested. I don't know. Ravage is available. It's the last couple of creeps. I think we tried to say force bottom at this point, but Doom TP's top. He likes being alone, man on man versus Pudge. We see that there are a couple people mid, and so we can push a little bit. Pudge is not scary at all when I've got 2 disables behind me. And that's a free kill.
Mega kill! The direst elements are pelting Radiant's bottom tower.
Dagger is dodged by Blink. And
Dire's
looks like we're going to get a free tower out of this.
Radiant's bottom tower
I see
is
middle's
under
pushing,
attack.
and I say let's get back.
Radiant's bottom tower has
And of course,
fallen.
the teammates I just left just got initiated on and will be dying very shortly.
Killing spree!
Very nice. So I see 4 bottom, which means
Radiant must summon the
I thought I'd
spirit
push this a
to
little bit more.
defend their top tower.
time to pretend to be Doom. Let's farm some creeps. Looks like Doom has doomed Enigma.
The Dire just can't resist attacking Radiant's top tower.
Of course, it means we won't have it for our next team fight if we need to doom PA.
Oh, cover your eyes! Dire's bottom tower is taking a drubbing.
Oops, I can switch to net worth at this point. Doom, of course, is farming pretty well given that he's got 2 Midases. He's gone to a late game Vlad's. If we needed that Probably should have been me carrying it. And he could advance to some other item. We also have a late game Orb of Venom. Interesting choice. Not actually bashing item builds, given that I've got a Radiance and Manta on Tidehunter. Yeah, a little bit. It's just the timing and the order seems a little bit silly. He could have gone a Basie Ring and increased his regen and armor for jungling early if he wanted to go late Vlads. Just little tweaks that would have been more efficient, potentially. Alright, we have all of our spells available, so time to push. And we get our another Mirana initiation. I think we spot a CM at this point, and so hopefully she's there with friends. I was thinking about ravaging, of course, but if I don't see PA, I'm not going to necessarily ravage. Especially with 5 heroes there. PA is farming. Helm of Dominator, 35 minutes or so, I'm guessing. Pushing with Radiance.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Splitting my illusions to try to cancel any
Radiant's middle tower has
blinks
fallen.
by Enigma.
Whether accidentally or on purpose, Radiant's structure. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As soon as the Radiance illusion dies, I have to back off because I don't want to get initiated upon. Still have ultimate. And I think I say let's just siege the tower with illusions. But team initiates, black hole, counter initiation, and we easily clean up 2 free kills there.
Middle tower is under attack. Stormy. You don't need to be amazing.
Nice
to point out
crits.
that Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Nice
But it doesn't hurt.
boat, and we actually have to back off even though there's only 2 left. It's a very healthy PA and a Kunkka. There's actually a nice shackle shot that I just missed there. But shackle shot into an ice path means we can clean up 1 more, and now it's back time to farming again. Or pushing, rather. CPA. She could potentially blow me up in 2 hits, and so I can't just be the only one there. Team arrives. It's 3 on 3.
Radiant's bottom
So
barracks
do
are
we
under attack.
overcommit? Manta to get out of there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Blink to avoid the hook. And we're out safely?
Dire's top tower is
I feel like
under
they could have
attack.
punished that a lot harder than they did. Definitely just stayed a little bit too long.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just farming up, waiting for cooldowns to come off. Maybe get our
Dire's
next
top
tier of
tower is
items.
under attack.
Player perspective.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
At this point I'm
sorry
thinking
to
that
say it.
fights are getting harder. I need more HP. I also want to leave open the opportunity to split push with illusions, tank up the hero as well as the illusions by buying a Reaver, and I'll probably get some more mana after split pushing the lane with the Radiance creeps. And take 1 off to do a little bit of farming.
Ah, fresh meat.
Nice little pick off mid lane. I think Pudge actually initiated there. I heard the Pudge ult. But we had too many heroes right there. Alright, so grouping up. We've got our ultimates, I believe. Hello, Doom. Come fight, Doom. Scouting a little bit with the illusions. I should have split them up a little bit. I think we actually caught the PA, and that's why everyone's moving in that direction. Ravage on 4. And we definitely clean up. The Doom on PA was definitely the right choice.
Double kill! Radiant's middle tower is
As long as I
under
was
attack.
out of the black hole range, it's
Beset
always
all
going to be the right
sides
decision
by
to go on PA
miscreants,
first.
Evil Radiant's middle barracks are Radiant's middle barracks
And
have
we enjoy
fallen.
the spoils of war.
storming of Radiant's base continues as their middle barracks fall. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
And Doom is bragging about how great of a Doom that
Radiant's
was.
bottom barracks
Again,
Radiant's
it's a
bottom
nice
barracks have fallen.
R-click.
Seems like a bit
Well
of
done.
a setback. Mega kill!
All hell's broken
And I'm sending the
loose.
items back to base, expecting to be able to grab them out of the inventory here. Just farming some gold.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Guess I'm initiated upon? Guess.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
At this point, they've got their big heroes back, so we have to respect that to some degree.
This news just in. Radiant's top barracks have collapsed.
I was thinking about going into their fountain to get my items, but I decided that at this point I should just back off, get my heart, secure the game, given that
Double
I don't have
kill.
buyback, and I don't think many of our heroes are saving for buyback. Yeah, we got a Wind Ranger. But basically, it is actually pretty scary how fast an Enigma plus a PA plus a Kunkka can push a lane out.
Invisibility.
So I don't want to completely throw the game by just getting found hooked or something while grabbing a heart. So we'll wait for everyone to come up. I decide it's time to get an Aegis. And then I realize I'm a Tidehunter. I can't actually do damage to Roshan. So Doom's going to come and finish it off. Didn't have a good way of canceling the shield on
Roshan has fallen to
Roshan,
the
so I
dire.
can't use my armor debuff either. I'm trying to figure out who should take it. I say I haven't died in about 25 minutes, so Piranha should take it. And this is where Pudge decides that he's given up. MKB on PA. Just trying to get organized. I'm telling people to try to gather top lane so we can take the racks. I've been in a couple of pub games where the good game call was followed by team wipe. Actually, can't remember if I lost one of those games, but definitely don't want to let him back into this after having such a nice game. So again, just waiting for the kids bottom lane to decide that they're ready to push. Turns out Wind Ranger is doing it. I decide to come help
Radiant's top barracks
and
are
push with
under
my
attack.
illusions.
Let your spirits not sag.
One reason that I'm sort of nervous about a team fight is Kunkka and Enigma are pushing out lanes.
Take us.
Looks like there's an attempted hook down here, but Doom cleans it up, and we're going to go ahead and finish off the game. Spoiler.
I mark your soul.
Excellent BKB used by Doom.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Excellent
Radiant's
fountain
top
dive
barracks
by
have
Doom.
fallen. The Dire, now with mega creeps.
Buildings.
Beset on all sides.
Objective-based Dota.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
I hear some BKBs go off.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And
The
so I get to play
storm
too.
has spoken. Deserved or not, Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
Nice ults. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is a first-person replay commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little bit from the video. Take care. Good game, no supports, even though they had wards all game. Easiest offlane of my life. Go to school. Report. It's not my fault. We lost.